I'm sure by now we have all seen the reports, the pictures, the videos saying that the upcoming Google Pixel Fold doesn't actually want to open all the way up to 180 degrees nice and flat. That by default, it will sort of, I can't really demonstrate it, but it will kind of be in just a little bit. If you apply extra pressure and make it go to 180, it will, and that's not going to harm anything. This is what Google's actual statement was, but by default, it does want to be slightly in. And a lot of people saw this and just flew off the handle and said, oh my lord, this is unbelievable. This is horrible. This is the worst thing in the world. I'm here to tell you, not only do I not think it's a big deal at all, it turns out it's actually extremely common on existing foldable devices. In fact, last time I spoke about this, I actually mentioned that a lot of Z Fold users have this very same issue after, a couple of days. Apparently this starts to happen. And I said in that video, in that remark, that this had not happened to me, but I have since realized that it has in fact happened to me, and I just hadn't noticed it because it's just not something that's really worth noticing unless you look very closely at it. So how did I notice that? How did I actually become aware of that? Well, it comes down to a product that I got that I talked about the other day. This is a dock for the Z Fold 4. I'll drop a link to my video about this in the description down below. But basically, you drop your Fold 4 into this. It plugs in. You plug in your charger over there. It passes through the charging, or maybe a USB-C hub, whatever you want to do. It passes it through. So your Fold is sitting there opened up, nice and beautiful while it's charging. It was using this that made me realize that my Z Fold was often, when I opened it up, not fully open, because this has a pretty tight tolerance here, because you don't want your Fold in there flopping around while being supported on its USB-C port. That could cause damage. So it can't have a lot of room to flop around, and so that's how this is made, with a tight tolerance. And because of that, as I said, I would open up my Z Fold, I'd go to put it in there, and I would have to open it up the rest of the way. It would be slightly in, and it wouldn't quite want to sit in there correctly until I opened it up the rest of the way and set it in. This was happening, presumably, for quite some time. What are the odds that this began occurring in the last couple of days? This has probably been an ongoing thing, and I just never noticed it. And I would submit to you, because of that, that if this is a similar thing to what is happening with the Pixel Fold, that you're probably not going to notice that either, or at least, I guess I shouldn't speak for other people, but I'm probably not going to notice it based on the fact that I didn't notice it here. Now, I wish I had the engineering knowledge, the savvy to talk about why this is happening, but these hinges are extremely complicated hinges, and of course we're dealing with glass that can bend, which is also an extremely complicated thing that I just do not have the knowledge, the experience to authoritatively talk about. So I'm not going to do that. All I'm going to tell you is that it's a thing on Z Folds, and it may have been a thing on your Z Fold, and you may not have actually even noticed that it was happening. So, like a lot of things people got upset about with the Pixel Fold, I think this is very much a non-story and really shouldn't be upsetting many people. Although, at the same time, I'm a big believer in subjectivity, right? I'm not bothered by the crease on the Z Fold, but if you are, and you tell me you are, I'm going to believe you, and I'm going to tell you, then don't buy it. Wait for something that doesn't have a crease. Buy the thing that you want. I'm not bothered by the fact that my Z Fold 4 doesn't like to open all the way. I'm probably not going to be bothered by the Pixel Fold not wanting to open all the way, but if you're bothered by it, so be it. That's your perspective, and you're absolutely allowed to have it. I just wanted to pass along my experience, that small discovery that I made via the Z Fold 4 dock by the guys over at Duodock, and I wanted to pass that along. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that short little video. Maybe it will kind of chill people out just a little bit on this issue. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button before you go so that you don't miss out on more content just like this. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.